Now, for all you gamers out there, we have got some amazing gaming machines up here. To start, we've got the HP Envy 15. Comes with a 1 gig DirectX 11 card from AMD. And over here, I've got the Toshiba Cosmio X505. It won the Gaming Laptop of the Year from Laptop Magazine, and also is going to have DirectX 11 in just a few weeks. Now, what does DirectX 11 get you? How about the most realistic gaming experience on the planet? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here, I've got Dirt 2 loaded up. And I go ahead, unpause that. You can see just how realistic it looks. And practicing a little bit, you can really see the dirt. Clearly, you can almost smell it burning. It's beautiful.
You don't drive very well, man.
Well, you know. If I want something that changes the game literally, well, I've got this Asus G51 right here. It's got an Intel Core i7 mobile processor coupled with an NVIDIA GTX 260M graphics card. That's a lot of names and numbers. But it translates to something amazing. 3D gaming. Got these 3D glasses right over here. And up here I've got Batman Arkham Asylum. As soon as you put these glasses on, you're transported into this 3D world. So immersive, you kind of find yourself almost leaning over, peering around corners. I just played through this game about 2 months ago. As soon as I put those glasses on, I knew I had to play through it again. And it's backwards compatible with hundreds of games. So many of the games I grew up with, I can now relive again in 3D.
It's great.
Now, you've heard about PCs in the living room for a long time at CES. Well, it's easier than ever with these really small form factor PCs coming out with amazing prices. Here, I've got the Acer Aspire Revo. And I've also got the Dell Xeno HD. Now, these PCs are small enough that you can hide them right behind your TV so that you can power your TV with your PC.
We had one other PC we were going to show you, actually. It's built into a TV hidden behind here. Why don't you just go give them a little video of the big TV with a PC built in. We had a small problem, though, when the
power went out.
Power went out. We blew the tube. So we'll save that for another day.
Sounds good. All right. Well, here, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Here, we've just scratched the surface. The great part about being a PC, you can find one that matches your style, your needs, and of course, your budget. Well, it's time to dive into some software. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and play the part of a student. Now, as you all know, students are incredible consumers of technology. And I'm going to show you just a few ways my life as a student is made easier and more fun with Windows 7. So let's take a look.
Great.
First thing I got to do, I'm going to go ahead and crack a book. Now, how many people remember that feeling of going to the school bookstore for the first time and almost needing a forklift to carry your books home? Not anymore. Digital reading is taking off. There's lots of cool things out there. There's Kindle, there's Sony, there's Nook. All of this can be done on your PC. And I want to show you a new reader called Bleo that really takes ebooks and reading on your PC to a whole new level. So I've got my library up here. And
this is the Bleo reader?
This is the Bleo reader right here. And through the Bleo bookstore, it has over 1 million books from top publishers that I can download. Now, I'm going to go ahead, click into my anatomy book right here. As I do that, you can see some really cool things. Here, you see a skull, but I can actually get real feedback right here, and I can play around in...
What are you doing, self-administering a test?
Basically a little pop quiz without my professor grading it, so kind of nice. Not only that...
You've taken it a few times.
Well, I've been practicing.
Getting ready for this test?
A few times.
Good.
So, not only that, let me take you to this other part in the book. Here you can see I've actually highlighted inside my book, but for more advanced concepts, I simply go ahead, click play, and I'm watching video inside my textbook.
So we have both traditional texts, books, and then newly authored, kind of advanced reading books, if you will.
That's right. And if I'm feeling a little bit lazy, well, I simply have my book, read to me. All right. Go ahead and pause this. And now that we've kind of finished reading anatomy, it's time to prepare for a presentation I've got in my anatomy class. Now, I'm a little bit behind on this, so if you will, I'm going to pick you as my lab partner and have you help me out a bit. What do you say?
Okay, what topic did you say this is going to be in?
Anatomy.
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 Okay, anatomy.
Right.
Gotcha.
I'm going to go ahead, load up my PowerPoint. Now, today, businesses have all sorts of tools for working together. But students don't really have as many tools. They're mostly collaborating over email, sharing files through USB drive, and always working with different versions. Well, I've loaded up the same file I've been working on Steve's computer using SkyDrive. Lets me share what I want with who I want. Now, I'm going to show a new feature between Windows Live and Office 2010 that really allow us to work in sync. Now, with this, we're able to use the fully functional version of Office. And Steve,
yep.
I'm going to have you work on slide 5. It's my summary slide. So just capture what's important.
What is most important?
Yeah, just capture it.
This is all I have to do.
Just hit save when you're done.
All right.
Now, I'm going to go ahead. I need a good picture for my presentation. So I've got my Nikon D5000 camera right here. And in Windows 7, it really lights up. I can go ahead, open this up, and as I do that, I see device stage. It really gives me easy access and has a whole bunch of features that I can use about the camera. It even has the battery life remaining for my camera. So
just let me finish here, dude. I'm
take your time.
Slow typer.
No worries. I'm going to go ahead and add in a picture I took. Here we go. Make that look a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to add a couple transitions to this. There's a lot of new transitions in Office 2010 that I can take advantage of. So I see some of those here. Show you some of those. And as I do that, I see in the bottom right, I see updates available. So it tells me that Steve is done updating his slides. I'm going to go ahead, hit save on mine. And when I do that, it's actually going to merge the changes that Steve worked on with what I did as well. So it's going ahead and doing that. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Hit F5. I can see some of those great transitions I talked about. Different slides.
Got to get to my work. My work's beautiful. Developers, baby!
Thanks a lot.
I love the people who built this stuff.
That is perfect.
Great.
My professor thinks we've been working on it all day. That's right. Very good.
Good.
Very good at anatomy, specifically.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So my professor thinks we've been working on this all day, but with Office 2010, it allows us to work together and quickly bring my work to life. Now, Steve, work's all done. You know I'm a huge Seahawks fan, right?
I do know you're a Seahawks fan.
I have this video I got to show you. Check this out. It's the Seattle Seahawks mascot doing a skydive. Look at this. Crazy, huh?
That's insane.
It's not too bad.
No, that's
fun.
insane.
I know
it's as insane as the Seahawks season, but that's insane.
All right. Well, you see him diving over here. I'm going to show you exactly where he lands. Watch this. Using Bing Maps, I'm going to take you down to Quest Field, home of the Seattle Seahawks. So I go ahead, click that. Takes me there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And as I do that, it actually changes the view so I can see exactly what it looks like in that area.
So this is where that nut skydived?
That's right. And I need to find a place before the game for a beer and a little bit of food. So you heard Steve earlier talk about something called Street Side, where you can really dive down, see what it looks like on the street level. I'll show you exactly what that's like. I go ahead, zoom down in, and I see this little icon here, FX McRory's. Good little place. So I'm going to go ahead, click here, and take you right to the front door. Without ever going there, I can see exactly what that looks like. Not only that, I can see exactly how far away I am from Quest Field. Now, it is a little bit colder in Seattle, so I want to make this a little more realistic. Suddenly, it is snowing. Thanks. All right, let's be honest, though. We're never going to make it to a game today, so I think we should watch some TV instead.
Great. Great by me.
Not just any plain old TV, though. My TV is powered by my PC, and that gives me everything I expect from my TV, plus a whole lot more. Now, in my dorm room, I have my PC as my TV, or more specifically, I can watch all of my TV through my PC. I go ahead, hit live on this remote, and as I do that, you see I'm using a Seaton card powered by Cable Card Technologies. Now, I go ahead, bring up the guide here, and I'm going to go ahead, find some